I have a completely other video I wanted to make maybe today, tomorrow, who the hell cares? And I was also hoping to be more presentable and looking less feral, but that's neither here nor there. And I have something I need to get off my chest. I see so many witches online. So many, like, they come across every platform that I use, and there's a certain subset of witches that only knows how to talk about the Salem witch trials, which happened 400 years ago, and no witches were burned or harmed in any way, unless maybe by accident. That wasn't about witches, that wasn't about witchcraft, that was about other things. And in 2024, some of you only know how to talk about the Salem witch trials. Your cat is named Salem. You name your child. You would name your child Salem if you didn't feel societal pressure to name your child Amethyst or Opal or whatever cockamamie. I literally know somebody who named their child Stardust. That's not a rant about the silliness of witches. I'm just. Well, yes, technically. Listen, you need to let the bloody Salem witch trials go. Just let them go. Stop it. I just browsed somebody's profile that I know because she posted. Oh, Salem witch trials, blah, blah, blah. And on her profile, all she has is griping about nonsense and making these cutesy picture photos of her reading with a cat or whatever. Meanwhile, there are so many issues going on in the world, which I don't even know if YouTube will punish me for mentioning them. Probably. If you don't know, do your own research. Things are kind of messy in a lot of the world, if not the whole world, so let this 400-year-old event go. Build an actual personality. Focus on real things that are going on right now that matter. It's not people, oh, history. If you're looking at the Salem witch trials from a historical perspective, cool, lovely, excellent. But no, it's this like substitute for a personality, substitute for a practice. Ooh, we are the spirits of the witches you burned, and we are the granddaughters of the witches you could get off. Get off my back. Get off my back with the witches that burnt and didn't burn, and nobody cares. Nobody. I know I can't swear on YouTube. Nobody cares about who got burned 400 years ago or whatever, and in Europe they used to hang witches, not burn them, and it wasn't about witches. Barely any witches, if any at all, got burned anywhere. It's not this like, I'm a witch, I'm oppressed because Salem witch trials. No, you're not oppressed. Like, yes, there are people who don't like you, who think you're of the devil or whatever, but like, you're fine. You're fine. It's likely that you are currently in danger from other things than practicing witchcraft. Again, please let the Salem witch trials go. Don't have a personality just based on something that happened 400 years ago that has no relation in any facet imaginable to you today. Please just build your craft, build your practice. If you're not a practicing witch, if you're just posting aesthetic videos and photos and calling yourself, fine. That's another topic that I'm not getting into right now. Do that. Post pictures of crystals, books, the things you thrifted. Just enough with the Salem witch trials. Enough. We heard so much about it. If you grew up in the 90s, you were like, oh well, why is Sabrina's cat named Salem? And then you looked into it, and then you got a little deeper and you found out no, witches were actually burned at Salem. It was more about control and misogyny than anything. And you... Deep breath, deep breath. Please stop with the Salem witch trials. Stop using it as a substitute for personality, a substitute for practice. If you want to practice witchcraft, let me tell you that it's hard. It's hard work. It takes time to get good at it. It's worth it if you ask me. Just enough with the Salem witch trials. Nobody bloody cares. Nobody cares. If you are a woman or a young girl or whatever on the feminine spectrum practicing witchcraft, actually from the stand, listen, you as a witch you should be against injustice and oppression. So from that, no matter your gender, from that standpoint, that's why you should have interest in Salem witch trials, and that's it. That is all. Again, research what's going on in the world today and focus on that. If you care so much, that I can't even tell you how much is going on in the world. There's so much. There's so many dark, grim things, and you're just like, oh, well, somebody who died 400 years ago. May you rest in peace. Yeah. After 400 years, I do think they are fine. I think they're fine. They've gotten over it. You know, they are, who knows, maybe they reincarnated like 5 times since then and are just, or they're just in the ether or whatever actually is the truth of the universe. They are fine. Those people who got burned 400 years ago are now fine, one way or another. So if you want to take my advice, also build your own personality. Ask yourself, what do I like? What am I about? What motivates me? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? Like, stop relying on this ancient piece of history and just craft yourself. Craft your own person. Let yourself be yourself. Know who you are. Like, you're relying on this bit of grim history. Well, there's a grim reality, grim present. Like, just stop. Stop with this. How many times? I can't. It makes me so angry seeing fully grown adults being like, oh, Salem witch trials, we got burned, we were oppressed. Like, okay, and yes, and do you got anything else? Do you watch movies? Do you have, if you call yourself a witch, what are you practicing? Give me something else besides Salem witch trials. Stop it. And now again, a deep breath, let it go, and I'm going to go have a cup of tea to unwind, and this was a nice stress relief for me. And, you know, let's all just try to be better for ourselves, each other, whatever. I don't know. I just made a video because it started making me irrationally angry, and I felt, well, this could be something I could let go in a video, and I did. So goodbye, and I was doing so well, and I'm not going to edit that out because I don't know how yet. Anyway, goodbye.